Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sober School, where you can always find your experience, strength, and hope. My name is Drew, and I'm an alcoholic, and we want to welcome you to this platform. We don't care what your addiction may be. If you're looking for help, you're in the right place. We support multiple pathways of recovery, and we want this program to work for you. If you're watching this on our Facebook Recovery Classroom group page, I encourage you to share your own experience, strength, and hope, and words of wisdom with others. You never know who needs to hear what it is you might have to say, and it may just change somebody's life, including your own. Do please follow the posting guidelines and rules regarding your posts when doing so. But again, we want you to share your experience. So, quick announcement, tonight's meeting at the Point Cafe will be the last meeting for the summer. We will pick back up again in mid-August. Don't have a hard date just yet, but I will let you know as soon as we do. This is something that we did last year. The schedules during the summer just get so crazy. So tonight will be the last meeting. If you're local to the area and you've been thinking about checking out this meeting, encourage you to do so tonight. It is a lot of fun. It's located at 630 8th Avenue in Huntington, and it starts at 7 p.m. So again, tonight will be the last meeting until somewhere around mid-August. So today I want to talk about the path that we're traveling. And last night I was in a meeting, and I did ask the young lady for permission to use her name. Her name is Mandy. She was sharing, and let me start off by saying this girl is a bundle of recovery energy, recovery excitement. She's passionate. She's excited about the recovery. She's excited about her journey. But she was sharing last night how it's tough sometimes. It's she's working through the steps. She's done it before, but she's doing it again, and it's tough. And I was thinking to myself, when I was a kid, 4 or 5 years old, I have an aunt that lives in Eastern Tennessee, and when I was a kid, 4 or 5 years old, somewhere in that ballpark, my parents would throw me and my sister in a car and take us down to go visit our aunt. And I remember it was the worst journey ever. It was a very difficult journey, especially for a 4 or 5 year old little boy who likes to give his sister shit. Nothing's changed. So after a while, through my growing up and going, throughout my childhood, making that trip down to Eastern Tennessee, it eventually just got to become second nature. And fast forward 40 some years, just a few months ago, my son and a couple of my buddies, we decided to hop in the car and run down to Knoxville to watch Vanderbilt play University of Tennessee. While Vanderbilt did lose that game, it was still a great ball game, and it was still a quick and easy trip. One that I started 48 years ago, I guess. So that's what I want to talk to today. We're going to keep making the same trip over and over again. There's another alcoholic who always says that your first time through the steps, you're never going to get them right 100%. Every single one. It's not going to happen. You're going to miss something. So what you do is you start back over and you work the steps again. And when you think you're done, you start back over and you work the steps again. And that's kind of the take-home message here. Is what's happening is when we're going through our steps, it's going to be difficult at first, no doubt about it. But as we finish step 12 and we start back over and we keep going through the steps over and over again, what we're essentially doing is we're creating a path. We're defining that path. We're making that path more smooth. We're trailblazing that path. We're making sure that we're covering up the potholes that we missed the last time around, or we're tearing out the speed bumps that were there the last time we were through. I saw a great thing on I think it was Facebook the other day. If life is a highway, then I must have taken a dirt road. That was definitely me for sure. But that dirt road we can actually end up paving. The more times we go over our steps, the more times we work through that journey of the 12 steps, the easier it's going to get. And if this is your first time through the steps, if this is your first effort at sobriety and your first time working through the steps, definitely encourage you, 1, get a sponsor, 2, get your 12-step textbook, whatever that may be. For those of you in Alcoholics Anonymous, for me anyway, that's the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. There's the basic text for NA, but find you a sponsor. Get that 12-step program and start working it. And you may ask yourself, am I doing it the right way? Very simple, easy way to find out if you're doing the steps the right way is ask yourself, has shit gotten harder? If shit stops being easy for me, then I'm on the right path. Especially if this is my first time through. If you've been sober and you're just working the steps over and over again, it's going to eventually get easier over time. And the reason why it gets easier is because on page 85, at least of the big book, page 85, Bill says, we will see that our new attitude towards liquor has been given us without any thought or effort on our part. It just comes. What he's saying there is our thoughts and the journey of overcoming our liquor or our drug addiction, well, hell, it becomes easier. It just comes. We don't think about it anymore. It just comes. Even on page 87, he says, what used to be the hunch or occasional inspiration gradually becomes a working part of the mind. So again, the more we travel that road, the more we travel that path, the more worn that path becomes, and the easier it is to travel that path. We no longer have the grass growing on it, or the, like I said, the potholes or the bushes or the weeds or whatever. The more we travel that path of working that 12-step program, the easier that 12-step program will become, and it just becomes part of our nature. Again, what we're after here is repetition, because the more we repeat something, the easier it becomes. If I go into the gym and I let the 25-pound dumbbell, 25 times a day for 14 days, after that, after the initial soreness and the initial aches and pain, it's eventually going to get easier because of that repetition of doing the same thing. We talk about the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Well, when we do the right thing over and over again, it just becomes second nature. And that's the thought I want to leave you with today. So again, tonight will be the last meeting for the Recovery Point Cafe until mid-August. So again, if you have been interested, but thinking about checking out this meeting and you're local to the area, encourage you to do so. Anyway, guys, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. You can reach us directly through the Recovery Classroom Facebook messaging app, or you can email us at admin at soberschool.org, or you can reach me directly at drew@soberschool.org. So again, guys, just keep traveling the path. It will get easier. You're taking a dirt road and you're just paving it over. So with that being said, I love you guys. I can't wait to see those of you local tonight. I'm excited for tonight's last meeting. And otherwise, we'll be talking tomorrow. Remember, guys, you cannot get drunk if you don't take that first drink.